First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. To get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Atlanta. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. Let's go.
They'll throw with Penix. That's complete to Mooney. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Michael Penix, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Steelers, nothing. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. On fourth down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1 yard line.
1 yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1 yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Short throw caught by Pitts. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Algier will try to pick it up. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Falcons.
Algier with another carry. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
That's another Falcons first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. Here's Penix. This ball down the field for Pitts. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Let's go.
They'll go play action here with Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 45.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Robinson up the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles.
And looking to throw, Penix. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A play fake. Now Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Now Penix. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Number 8, Kyle Pitts. A big game.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
2-yard line.
Get 300. Get 300.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. And this one too low.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. From his end zone, it's Rodgers on 3rd and long. And Rodgers is going to go down. In the end zone, it's a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60.
Looking to throw, Penix. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Steelers.
To the air, Penix. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw here. And caught by London. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and that'll keep this a 9-point game. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
58.
Here's Rodgers. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Steelers.
A handoff for Warren. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On the give, it's Warren. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
319. Box it, box it, box it, box it.
In motion right, that's Metcalf. Now it's Rodgers. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. On the sneak, Rodgers.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And it'll be second and very short.
Second and inches.
Rodgers now to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. That's Zach Harrison who forced his way in to drop him.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on second and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on third. Well, they'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
It's fourth down.
They'll try and run for him. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. That one deep for London. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Now Penix going to hold on to it. That one deep for London. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. On the bootleg, it's Penix. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line.
58.
Now receiver in motion left. Warren going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
58.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
58. Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Now Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Boswell's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this one is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
First down. A gain of 14. And the Steelers first down.
On play action, now Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf, 54 yards. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the third.
Makes the score Steelers 10, Falcons 9. Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Whether it's offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just there, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Here's a screen for Robinson. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Operating from the gun, Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as a tackle made at the 42.
And the Falcons first down.
They'll throw with Penix. Complete to Mooney on the slant. And he's taken down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Falcons.
On the give, here's Robinson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back on into the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they take the lead here by 2, 12-10. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 55 yards.
At the 11-yard line.
field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. In motion left, that's Thielen. They'll run it. Warren. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Warren. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
At the 4-yard line.
Look at the 8. Jim. Look at the
Now a run with Warren. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Throwing is Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Interesting. A chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Penix working out of the gun here. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Atlanta. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They are going for it. Penix. He'll try to do it himself. That is caught. Dances by him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10.
Looking to throw Penix. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing again, Penix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. To the air, Penix. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. They'll run for it with Robinson. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
18. Go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From his end zone, it's Rodgers on 3rd and long. He'll let it fly for Austin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do your offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Well, now how about this return? And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
The Steelers, first down.
Now it's Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
58.
Rodgers going to throw. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
That's good for the Steelers. First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And again, it's Rodgers. Catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
That's another Steelers first down.
Here's Warren. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now 2nd and 9. Now Penix. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Cowboy 80. Ready?
A play fake. Now Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
11-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And looking to throw, Penix. This is caught. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a 2-score game.
Steelers 17.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. This is 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Here's 1st down. Rodgers changing the play, it appears.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
Over.
shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.